The Cows and the Tiger. Once upon a time, in a lush green meadow, surrounded by tall trees, there lived a group of cows. They were a close-knit group of friends and always stayed together. The cows had a simple rule that kept them safe. They would graze, rest, and move as a group. Together, they were strong and fearless, and no wild animal dared to attack them. In the same forest, there lived a ferocious tiger. The tiger often roamed near the meadow, watching the cows with his piercing yellow eyes. He was hungry and longed to feast on one of them. But he knew better than to attack the whole group. The cows were united, and their combined strength was enough to drive him away. One day, as the cows were grazing peacefully, the tiger crept up to the edge of the meadow. Hidden behind a bush, he thought to himself, if only I could separate one cow from the rest, I'd have an easy meal. The tiger was cunning and patient. He decided to wait for the right moment to execute his plan. Trouble among the cows. As time went on, the cows began to argue over small matters. One cow, Bina, complained about the grazing spot. This grass is too dry. Let's move to the other side of the meadow, she said. But another cow, Minna, disagreed. I like this spot. The grass here is perfectly fine. Soon, other cows started taking sides, and their once harmonious group was divided into smaller factions. They began grazing separately, no longer looking out for one another as they used to. The tiger noticed this change and grinned to himself. This is my chance, he thought. He waited patiently for one of the cows to stray far enough from the group. The tiger's plan. One afternoon, Bina wandered off to the far side of the meadow, annoyed at the others for not agreeing with her. She was alone, munching on the grass, unaware that the tiger was watching her from behind the bushes. The tiger crept closer, his body low to the ground, his eyes fixed on Bina. Suddenly, with a deafening roar, the tiger pounced. Bina was caught off guard and had no time to run. She cried out for help, but the other cows were too far away to hear her. The tiger captured Bina and dragged her into the forest. When the rest of the cows finally noticed that Bina was missing, they searched for her but couldn't find her. The group was devastated. They realized their mistake. By separating, they had made themselves vulnerable to danger. Learning the lesson, the cows came together to discuss what had happened. Minna spoke first. We have been foolish. If we had stayed united, the tiger wouldn't have dared to attack us. Another cow added, we let our disagreements come between us, and now we have lost one of our friends. The cows resolved never to let such a tragedy happen again. They decided to put aside their differences and stay united, no matter what. For that day on, the cows moved, grazed, and rested together as a group. The tiger, seeing the cows united once more, realized he had no chance against their strength and teamwork. He roamed the edges of the meadow for a while, but eventually gave up and moved to another part of the forest in search of easier prey. Moral of the story: the story of the cows and the tiger teaches us a powerful lesson. Unity is strength. When the cows were united, they were safe and strong. But when they allowed petty disagreements to divide them, they became vulnerable to danger. This tale reminds us that working together and supporting one another can help us overcome challenges and protect us from harm. It encourages us to set aside our differences and focus on the greater good. Whether it's in a family, a community, or a team, unity and cooperation make us stronger. Like the cows, we should always remember that together we can face any challenge. But divided, we may fall prey to difficulties and